Butterfly Dreams Crochet and More. My name is Jeannie, and today is July the 14th, and it's FO Friday, Finished Object Friday. So I will be showing you things that I finished, and you will get to see, did I complete the fox blankets and the mosaic blanket that was picked from the Willow Whips last week. So stay tuned to find out. All right, so as I was saying, today is the Finished Object Friday video, but mine has objects. So I know y'all are anxious to see, did I finish the fox blanket or the mosaic blanket? Did I? Did I finish it? You're fixing to see. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you that I did was I made one keychain from start to finish, and then I finished off a keychain that was not finished. So the one that I didn't finish, that I just had to sew together, was this one, which is the gray, and this is the Line brand 24/7 DK yarn right here. The one that I started and finished was this one. And this is done using the nylon thread, the number 2 nylon thread from Hobby Lobby that they had on clearance. I used a variegated color and a green color held together for 2 strands. And I love how it came out. This is also made with the same variegated yarn thread, nylon thread. I just held it with a solid purple. And look at the difference in them, y'all. A lot of difference, right? So on here, these are the 2 that I actually start to finish and finish by sewing it together. It was already crocheted. And on here is 11 more keychains that I have made. Not this week, not since last Friday, but just in general. I've made 11 keychains, and I've added these 2 to my stash. Some of them have pom-poms, and some of them don't. So there they are there. The keychains. So I got those, and I keep them in this bag here. And if you're wondering why I'm making all this stuff up, we don't have farm markets here where I'm from. So if I'm going to set up at my outdoor flea market, which is only open on Saturdays from 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. The next thing that I made was this jellyfish. And this is a Kittens and crochet tutorial. She does have the written patterns on Etsy as well. But she does have, it's a tutorial, but it's more like a crochet along, because she crochets right along with you the entire time that you are doing the tutorial. So I really love her style of this. It was very easy and everything. I use Premier Serenity Chunky. And I don't know where my label is for this color, but it was Premier Serenity Chunky. I want to say it was in fuchsia. And this is Premier Serenity Chunky as well in the color Jelly Bean. And I do have that to show y'all. It is 100% acrylic, and you get 109 yards per skein. And I had very little of this pink color left. Not enough to do anything with, really. But one skein made her. And then I didn't even use a whole skein for her tentacles here, because I only did 4 in the spiral. And then I had enough of the fuchsia to do her 4 tentacles in the straight tentacles, and not the curly ones. So I really love this. And she's soft and squishy. So I made that one. And this is the yarn that I used. It's a bulky number 5. Like I said, 109 yards, 100% acrylic. And it is machine wash on warm, gentle cycle, tumble dry low. And the color is, this is Jelly Bean. And that's the yarn. I'd got a bunch of this when it was on sale on Premier's website a long time ago. Alright, again, these octopi came from Kittens and Crochet. And I'll put her channel somewhere in here so y'all can. So I made one in coral and one in pink. I will be making more of these. They are different sizes because I use different hook size. Now, the yarn that I used for the purple one was the Charisma yarn by Loops and Threads. It is a, where is the size? It's 109 yards, a number 5. It's a bulky number 5, and you get 109 yards, or 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, or 100 meters. And it is soft. And I really like how it worked up for the octopi. Now for the coral one, I use Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Bulky. And this is it. And you also get 87 yards with it. And that's how much I had left after making her. So I have enough I can make another one. And I probably will make it a little bit bigger. So that's the yarn that I used for that. Then the next thing I made was scrunchies. And I made, it's 3 on each one of these little cards. And there's 2, so I did 8. Now I got 7 and 3/4 of one out of one little ball of the Just Chenille yarn from Dollar Tree. And I had to open this one to be able to finish the 8th one. So I got 8 of those. Then I went to this Forever Fleece yarn that I got in a Mary Maxim kit. And I made some using it and color controlling it. And I don't see the gray one. But I did a gray one. Lord, I don't know where the gray one is. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to find the gray one. But this was what was the center pull, was the pink. So I did 3 in pink. I had enough yarn from the center pull part of the cake to do 3 scrunchies with it. And then it was going to the gray, and I had just very little pink left, so I just cut it out. And I did do one in gray, but I don't know where the gray one is at. So I will have to find it. No, it ain't in my head, is it? So that is what I used for that. And I'm putting these back in the basket. Then from Kitten and Crochets, I made some Octopus. And this was done using the Favorite Stripe yarn. Right here. And I didn't put eyes on it. She makes them with or without eyes. So I said, well, I'm going to do one without eyes. So I did one without eyes. And I love how she does her tentacles. You can actually set them down and curl the tentacles up like that when you're going to display them. So, but I made that one. And again, this was done in the Favorite Stripes. Kitten and Crochet. Kittens and Crochet. Then I made 2 using the Parrot colorway in Red Heart Super Saver. Now these have eyes and mouths, and they so They are so adorable. I love them. Love them. I'm going to make some just to leave in here and not, not for sale for me to look at and admire. These two, and they are different sizes. I used a smaller hook. I used a 5mm for this one and a 5.5 for that one. And I just love the tentacles, y'all. I didn't color control. Well, you can't color control it. Well, you could, because the stripes are kind of long. But look, perfect green, then the blue, and then like a little darker blue, and then you got your purples underneath. Perfect colors. And then this one the same way. And I love these being all that like lime yellow and the green. Just so gorgeous. And again, you can curl their tentacles up to where they sit like so on display. Kittens and crochet. Then I made this little cupcake out of the big book of little amigurumi. Right here is the cupcake. I'm getting the book. Right here is the book that it came out of. The big book of amigurumi. The little cupcake. Really had fun making it, and it was easy. I put little eyes on it, but I didn't put a mouth. And the yarn that I used for it was the Premier Home Cotton in the Sahara Splash and the Crafter Secret Cotton in Pink Alicious, right there. And that's the top part. I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, y'all. I'm sorry. So that was my little cupcake that I made. And then the next thing that I made was this cute little cup. And it comes from a book called Too Cute Amigurumi. And this is what it looks like in the book. And this is the book. And this is what mine looks like. And I did the straw different. And I did the handle different. So what I did with the straw, because the pattern says you do 6 single crochets in a circle and then you work in a tube, that was too detrimental on my hand. Because you can see it's little tiny, tiny yarn, right? So what I did was I crocheted like a little piece, and this is an actual flex straw inside of here. I went and got one of my flex straws out of the kitchen, and I cut it, and I put this around it, and then slip stitched it closed, and then I sewed the top part up, and then I sewed it to the cup. The handle was the same way, and it was too detrimental. So what I did was I chained 19, and then I worked half double crochets down, and then I crocheted around it one more time, and I did increase on each end to make it like the oval shape, and I made 2 of those. I cut a piece of plastic canvas and stuck it in between them, then went around it with a row of single crochets. I took one of my tails and I weaved it in to a certain point, then I pulled it, which made it bend. Then I used hot glue to tack it to the cup, then I sewed it to the cup. So that's how that became, like that. Now that's the lemon wedge that you saw in the picture. It's also right here on the front of the book, right there. There's the book, and there's mine. Well, hey, which way do I need to go? Okay, here we go. So I really loved making this, and I think it is just so super, super pretty and cute, and any little girl would want to play with this. It's called Sweet and Sour Lemonade, is what it is called. Now, the yarn I used for that was King Cole Cotton Soft, right here. And for the white, it was some yarn I got in a Mary Maxim kit called Nova. It's 100% mercerized cotton. I used a 2.25 millimeter crochet hook for this, I believe. And it split bad on me. But it wasn't the yarn, it was the hook. But I made it work. I used the same yellow as the cup for my lemon wedge. I used the white for the slices. And this is Hobium. 8.6 cotton, I think. 8.6, yeah. Cotton for the yellow part of the lemon wedge. So, that's the yarn that I used to make that. Then, I took this yarn right here, which is Cotton Kings print, which is a #1 fine weight. And I took Kittens and Crochet's Octopus and made it into a keychain charm. It's so tiny, y'all, but it's so cute. Now, this too was detrimental on my hands, but I made it work and I did it. Then I kept looking through her channel. Awesome. She's got a lot of good things on there, y'all. And I found this one. Now, I put squiggly eyes on it, but I don't like them. After I put them on there, I don't like them. And I'm going to make another one, and this one will just be for me. But I made a jellyfish keychain. Isn't it adorable? Again, Kittens and crochet. Now, this one comes from a lady. Her channel name is DIY Fluffies. 99% of it is all amigurumis. And I made a kitten. And I used the Sahara Splash yarn from Premier Home Cotton for it. I just thought it was the perfect color for a little kitten. And there's his little tail back there. And I'm going to attach a key ring to it here for a keychain. So that is not all, y'all. I already kind of figured this one was going to be a little long video. Longer than I wanted it to be. So now what everybody has been waiting on. Did I finish the fox blanket? What you think? Did I finish? Did I finish? Did I? First, we're going to talk about the yarn that I used. I used Big Twist yarn in the color Rust, and I love this yarn in Gray Mist from Hobby Lobby. And I had to go get some last week, remember? I was at a standstill with it because I didn't have enough. So, y'all don't laugh about my cake is collapsed. I got to recake it. But this is the Gray Mist. This is this Rust. And I have this in Rust. And then I use Mainstays Black, which I used all of it, I think. Because I used some of it on something else too. But I finished. I am done. It is about 39 inches wide and long. And I am in love with this, y'all. Look how pretty. So gorgeous. Now, I did all granny squares, but then I put a border on it too. And I did the moss stitch. And I ended in a gray double crochet, granny stitch. Then I did the rust color in the moss stitch, black, and then gray. It looks amazing, y'all. Look at that. And I only did those 3 rows because I'm going to need some more of this rust, because this is all I have left to do another project for the fox. And I still probably going to end up having to get some more. But this is big enough because, remember, I'm not making these per se for them to use. I'm making them to become like heirlooms where they can pass it off to their kids in the very late future. Long way off future. And everything else. And they can let them know that, because, you know, I may not be around when they have kids. And they'll be able to, you know, let them know where it come from and who made it and everything else. So that's my whole idea about this. And this is the fox. And that comes from the Crochet Animal Blocks and Blankets by Ira Wright. And I will leave a link to Amazon in my description box for that book. I am not affiliated with Amazon in no type of way. So if you click the link and you order it, I do not get any type of commission off of it. So I am very pleased with how this turned out. Yes, I am. And we will be picking from the Wheel of Makes next Wednesday. No, actually, yeah, we'll do it Wednesday. Yeah, I got a little confused there, y'all. So that's what I had left. I'm going to recake this up and put it up so that I'll have it for my next fox project. I have already started something else out of that book. And I did it last night. And it's for something else that I'm not going to talk about. But I will show you what I did and let you know what yarn I used. I'm not going to tell you what blanket it is or none of that or what it's going to be or anything like that. It's not finished except for the block with the face part. I've made all the pieces for the face. I just have not put them on yet. So this is it right here. And I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby in the colorway Buttercup and Light Gray. So, y'all will see this in the future. So, that is all of my, and here's all the pieces right here. First face. That's his cheeks. Those 2 are his ears, and that's his nose. So, I did that last night. Got that done out the way. That's it, y'all. That's all my finished objects since last Friday. So, I think I've done good. Yep. What y'all think? Let me know in the description box down below. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. For stopping by to the Crochet Oasis. I know it's a mess right now, but I promise you I'm going to get it cleaned up tomorrow. And spending your time with me. You could have spent it with someone else, but hey, thank you for choosing to spend it with me. And if you are not part of the butterfly team, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that post notification bell to all. And give this video a thumbs up. And always Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Remember, be kind. Remember to smile. Know that I love each and every one of you all. And it's because of you I do what I do. And until the next video, y'all, remember, hook in one hand, yarn in the other, and crochet all day. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye for now.